Good morning. You're live. You come right down here, pause it, and then check stream health. Excellent. Stream is healthy. And then go back to analytics. Over here, you do the 3 little dots and pop it out. And we minimize that. And then we run everything from here.
That's a lot of steps.
It sure is.
I want to be the one doing it.
It would be great if I had some help. So the music is really quiet, y'all. Apologize for that. And as you can tell, I got a little bit of a cold. But we do have music playing in the background. It's white bat audio. So you gotta always remember on the left they don't see. It's what you want to see to get ready. On the right is what they actually see. So this doesn't have white bat audio, which he wants to be credited. So you have to transition to put the new one up. So now you'll see that the music is by Carl Casey at White Bat Audio. One of the songs that's playing right now, though, is really quiet, so you can probably barely hear it, if at all.
Good morning, Hootless Twisted
Bobson. Should we text Kate?
Oh, yeah. You could if she's up. I wonder why they made it so many different steps and not seamless.
Shut up.
Because it's two different, multiple different.
Because they wanted to make it hard for you.
That's what I thought, but
for
I didn't
you.
want to say because you'd
for
say
you
I'm paranoid.
Specifically.
I was thinking that, but if I said it, you would say I'm paranoid. So I'm glad you said it, not me. Glad you agree. Happy Bad Bunny Day!
Oh, I forgot about that.
Bad Bunny.
Anywhere we go today is going to be crazy busy.
I hope CB makes a guest appearance today. Cardi.
Okay.
I'm a big Cardi B fan.
Cardi B. All right.
She's very wholesome and loving life.
Yeah, I text her. She wanted to be involved. Yeah, I'm showing Brad how to help with some of this stuff because we are both in agreement that we need to ramp up some of our stuff, our videos and production and things. So we've been taking more videos. We have 2 ready to go, but we want to get a few more ready. We're going to do a deep dive in the Kybalion.
Oh, yeah. Tarot Shadow Work, possibly again.
Tarot Shadow Work, we're absolutely going to continue. That's the Eclipsing the Shadow.
Yeah.
We're going to work on a new intro.
Yes, a new calling corners.
So all of those things. One of the things we're going to do today, that we're talking about spells, and I'll talk more about it when we get to it. So I'm excited for that. Since we're late, we might as well go ahead and video on. So to get the video on, you go down to Circle.
To where?
Circle Cast.
Okay.
See how it changes this side?
Yeah.
Nobody else sees it yet, right? Until I hit this transition button.
Okay. Now they can see us.
Morning.
And don't forget to take your meds. Friendly reminder.
Bubby.
So we were talking, or me, and I think you're
Why are you so aggressive?
feel similar, but just want to start doing things that really want to do. We had a lot of period where we just had fun and you go to cut, which is fine. That was needed too, but I'm ready to get back to more crafting, more reading, more learning, more magic, more daily magic. And part of that is our videos and stuff, and that's what I feel like doing.
It is. I agree. I think it's a
And
good...
putting my foot down for myself.
Would you stop slamming the table? Every
sorry.
time you do, you send this stuff everywhere. You do it every day. I'm sick and tired of it. Just kidding, kind of. I got woken up early this morning. It was supposed to be a sleep-in day with a community issue. So
Abuse.
if you're going to cause it, I'm going to do it.
I want to do meaningful things. Crafting.
Yes, we all want to do meaningful things.
I've got some stuff I'll bring up here in a minute to do a candle for someone who mentioned yesterday.
Yep, we're both doing candles.
And then one for your family.
Yep.
And a candle. And that's what I miss.
Yeah, but before we get into that, let's talk about what we always talk about. What are you reading right now?
What are you reading right now? What am I reading
What
right
are we
now?
studying right now?
What am I studying? I'm actually looking at some stuff from Nova Ordos Luciferi, some different Luciferian takes on tarot and the Black Flame and I Ching and stuff. So I'm getting into that, which is exciting.
That is neat.
And I'm actually going back to some studies I was doing before, but I have a mentor now that I'm very excited about to see how that goes for Black Rose Witchcraft, which is a program to learn, to learn about. And really excited about that. So next Sunday I have a call with said mentor, and I'm excited about.
That'll be fun.
I think mentors can be cool.
They can,
as long as they're positive people and don't put too many rules. Like some places.
Yeah. Nice.
But that's what I'm kind of getting into, reading, learning. What are you reading and learning?
I'm trying to bite down hard and go back to our Thomas Francis.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Good morning, Calvin. You had a birthday.
Yeah.
Recently.
That sounds really fun.
Mm-hmm.
The 36 Secrets by Susan Chang. I don't have that, but I've heard about it.
Oh, that sounds cool.
And Good Morning Dragon and Calvin.
Dragon Alchemist.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're kind of revamping a few things and being more realistic than we have been in the past, I think. But anyway, back to me. Thomas Francis is my priority right now because I want to get that finished. There's 3 or 4 more classes that I really want to take, and I'm about halfway through one of their programs, and would like to finish it up. And then take some more things, some more classes on other things that I really like and want to be interested in. So that's one. Number 2 is I want to finish the second Journey of Souls, Wisdom of Souls.
I need to read the first one.
I want to get that done so that I can kind of talk about. So that is my book club read right now, because we are now going to be doing a monthly book club on the 2nd Tuesday of every month, and the Mending Guild on the 4th Tuesday of every month.
Just once a month, not trying to do a weekly one.
Yep.
That did not work.
It did not work. It's too much. Mystic Manny, good morrow. So that's going to be a focus, is kind of revamping that stuff. But yeah, getting some more of the Thomas Francis. The quantum healing program was amazing. It's a lot of work, and I need more practice with it. But it's definitely something that I can provide as a service to others, as a way to help work through certain things with life coaching in general, spiritual life coaching, and actually have some back on it. There's also a weekly thing that I'm going to try to do, and I probably can't do it every week, but on Wednesdays with Adius, which I'm going to try to stay involved in.
Would you mind? So I wanted
video games.
Video games. I wanted to do a small group, very basic, benevolent horrors about. I feel it's magical people. To me, I like to be of service to people in our community. So I want to do something monthly where we did just a small ritual about that, about giving back, and maybe pick a cause to promote for those that are able to donate to, if inclined and able. Would that be something we could tie to the Healing Guild, or separate, you think?
I don't know.
Benevolent horrors?
That's completely, we have to go through that.
I don't want to do too much.
First time ever hearing of this is a group meeting.
I talked about it.
You've talked about doing Benevolent Horrors for a long time, but you never quantified what it actually was supposed to be, whether it was a YouTube channel that you were going to put on a video, or...
No.
Bitch, please.
The YouTube channel. It's Benevolent Horrors. How can we be a benevolent service to our communities? Okay. So book club, Benevolent Horrors.
Sunday Circle.
Sunday Circle. Just to be a little bit more focused for me on things that I want to do.
Grim.
Part of that being daily, at least weekly magic for myself. So I'm not going to be going out all these multiple times a week to
you dirty
social stuff. I'll still do that a couple times.
I am. I'm going to do a lot of social stuff.
I want my magical life.
I'm not going to limit myself to the computer.
Oh, I'm not limited to the computer. I'm just saying the computer is not reads, crosses, and spell candles and stuff. I want to.
But it's social and conversation.
Yeah. And if that fits in with going somewhere and people are going to do it without interrupting, I'll go. But I'm happy to tell them about it.
Fun times. Looks like we'll be doing a lot of things separate. I enjoy that.
Okay. Whatever. This is about my magical life.
What about it?
It needs to be ramped up.
Well, ramp it up.
I am. Shit.
Requires doing, not talking.
That's what I'm trying.
Less talk, more do.
Take the way level.
Push it. You have to push it. Bob, helping your neighbor. I hope it is easy to. Sorry, we're a little bit behind. We have a pretty good delay here, just for the record. I think we talked about this before, but Sometimes it's up as long as 15-20 seconds. Sometimes as short as 5. So
36 Secrets by Susan Chang.
Susan Chang,
Write that
yeah.
down.
Buy it. I want it. One of the things that we before we get started that we did that I'm very happy about is we have condensed our multiple altars. We had at some point we had like 10. And we took our main altar and make it now just we kind of took a bigger altar with the stuff that we want on it and kind of combined them all. So instead of we used to have 5 separate altars just for our corners. We had a one for each corner of the house, and then we had our main altar. We kind of put it all together so that we have more space for other stuff. As you can see, we needed a whole new row of books back here, which if we brought all of our books up here, it would they wouldn't fit in that bookshelf for sure. We're trying to do some room stuff, and that's really nice when you start decluttering a little bit. This is that time of year. That's something you can do in the spring as part of your celebration is cleansing and moving, reorganizing and condensing things, making more space. So those are all really cool things to do. From a ritual perspective, cleaning can be a ritualistic process too. As you're cleaning out your stuff, you're cleaning tables, you're cleaning the floor. You are using water, which is flowing and cleansing to pull things out, of your area, collect them, and then get them out of the house like trash. You remove the energy physically and mentally and spiritually out of your house when you're cleaning. So when we cleaned off our table to do our D&D group, to do whatever we do, and to do crafts, we're making this space that's allowing us to really not only feel better, but kind of have that energy better. Like, to me, it feels cleaner in here, clearer.
Oh, it definitely does.
Now that we have a lot of little bits and pieces put away.
Yes.
So that's just something that's fun. As always, let's talk about the moon. We had a really, really pretty full moon here a week ago.
So beautiful. It was like yellow the first day or white, and then the next day it was like the orange, right? I get backwards. It was so big, and the color changed.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And so, yeah. So today we're in waning gibbous moon, and what does that mean? So I'm going to start with, I don't ever say that you have to align things to make your spell work work. Spellwork is the topic today, by the way. But I think it helps mentally and spiritually to do that as much as possible. So right now, I'm going to do some candle magic, hopefully today if we have time. Well, I'm going to make time to do some, and it's going to be focused on increasing health, which you would really want to do in the waxing time of the full moon. But also I'm going to do one on reducing cancer, because a family member has cancer, and I'm going to do that, drawing out that reduction spell. So I have one spell. I'm going to use blue for the healing and green for the reduction.
I had a white candle. I don't know where I put it.
Yep.
I'm doing a spell for candle magic for someone that asked for it. It's nice. I've got some herbs we're passing on, and this is the stuff. I mean, if I say I'm going to do something like that, I always want to honor it. Cava Haven is great. Use a shot with sugar-free beverage such as ginger ale and a little bit of lemon or lime juice is my recommendation. Don't over drink it or drink too much.
Do not.
It would be just my unsolicited advice. But Cava Haven is great. Cava Haven is great. And speaking of Cava and stuff, what a nice surprise that we went to a food truck park last night and they offered 2 really cool things. Mitra 9 Kratom drinks and THC drinks.
Yeah.
So their big focus, I went a couple years ago, they have this huge bar in the middle, but they didn't have this. So that will be a place that I go in the future because they offer Kratom and I can enjoy myself while other people are drinking and getting sloppy. I can drink and get rooted and be aware of what they're doing.
Michelle Bellinger's Vampires in Their Own Words, an anthology of vampire voices. That seems neat. And Hootless, I don't think of it obviously in those terms. I have heard of Chakma and Bina before, but
thank you, Hootless.
But still think of it that way as the overexpression of uncontrolled growth that needs to be balanced. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, Hootless. I hate that for you. That is all. That's
well,
not
we
a long.
do need to catch up one day somewhere, meet in the middle or something.
Yeah, that's not a long drive for us.
Yeah. Well,
we're doing
just chat and talk, and
most of the ones we've gone to lately have been more than 30 minutes.
Where do we go? Yes, I wonder if Elevate would be within the realm of closer possibilities.
No, that'd be further. It's in Bonita.
Yeah, and that person is the other way.
Yeah.
Okay. So nothing in Sarasota.
Yeah. That's the problem.
Wonder how Punta Gorda is.
It'd be closer than down here, but it's still a drive.
Maybe Spookeasy would be the closest.
Yeah, Spookeasy's really great. We don't
Ybor
obviously
City?
go there much, but that's in Ybor City.
Ybor City, Tampa area.
Probably still a little bit of a hike.
I wonder if there's any in St. Pete. That's what, a couple hours from us?
Well, St. Pete and Ybor City are pretty close.
Pretty close.
I mean, they're not close, but they're pretty close.
I don't want to dox them, but I'm just trying to figure out what's the, maybe private message, what's a central area? It's not close. I don't need to know where. But
well, maybe we should go to the one in Sarasota sometimes.
Well,
you said there's one in Sarasota.
Oh, there is?
Is it a kava culture?
Ooh, okay. All right, and yeah, I want to get with you and like if you're welcome to share Twisted Chaos, like how your journey, is, like your process. I'd love to hear about that.
Yeah, we're looking at setting up a SharePoint site. The problem is there's a max number of people who can get access to it, and using the SharePoint site, to give people access to be able to get some content that we're creating. So we're thinking about doing that, or maybe even what's the other one? Patreon or something like that. To put some courses that we put together on there. So I'm excited to do that.
Yeah, I found it, Hootless. I think it's what I've seen come up before.
Is it any good?
Is it good? Do they have a website? I always like.
Oh,
when
wait a
they have
minute.
websites.
When we were up that way, we were looking for one, and I think we saw this one, but did we go to it? Remember when we're looking all around for one, and we on the maps, and we just couldn't find one?
I like when they post their menus because I want to know, do they have my Kratom drinks? But I'd be willing to check it out. Kumi Tea, where's your menu? Did you enjoy it okay? It's going on. Yeah, it's good play. Okay. I'd be willing to try it.
I mean, that'd be a good motorcycle ride for me.
Yeah, it is from us.
It's just a hair warmer. We'll have to come
about
up.
an hour and a half. Not bad. Good day. Good ride.
Take the Indian, not the Yamaha. If we go on the interstate, though, I'd take the Yamaha.
I just wish they had their menu. I've told these kava places, if you want me to come, you better post a picture of your menu. Even if it changes, put it up there. Kind of close to the airport. Ooh.
Okay. The St. Pete Airport? Or I'm sorry, SRQ, Sarasota. That's right.
Maybe in the next month we can make a ride.
Yeah, I'm game.
Be fun.
I mean, even if we do take the car, I don't care.
And you'll know it's me because I'll say hooty hoo, and that'll be the call to know it's for you.
SRQ. Yep.
Hooty hoo.
I know everything by its call sign.
Yeah.
There's a couple over across the water I want to go to also. Island Roots. And the Kava. I can't remember the second word, but it's like Kava Carousel or Kava.
I love that stuff.
Something.
I'm so passionate about sober bars. Sober bars.
So I want to see how that goes.
Who even drinks anymore? 2026.
So the new moon, next new moon is on the 17th. So as we were saying, with the drawing down, I am going to pull in on the Wayne and Gibbous move to kind of do the drawdown of Cancer, the pull down of it, and then the blue is for the increase in health. That's what the colors I chose. I believe that if you pick colors and things that work for you, that you're good. Colors are very psychological. They have different impacts on people. Like, red is anger, and people do see red. It makes them more heightened in anger. Yellow can make people anxious. There's research on this, a lot of it, and it's part of quantum energy and energy discussion. So those things are important to me, not important to everybody, but to me, and I think that they're helpful when we're doing spell work, which again we're going to talk about in a little bit. So Pagan turn of the wheel. We just we're out of Imbolc, and we're heading into the next phase of this turn, which is really the spring equinox. So when the day and the night are equal, the light and dark, I should say, are equal. We'll be in time of Ostara, and that is coming up.
Ostara, is it March 20th or 21st, or is it changed?
It moves a little bit. It's usually between those 2 days, so I like to say it's both days, the 21st and 22nd.
Oh, 21st.
But there is an actual astrological event called the spring equinox, and that's going to be at one moment in time between those 2 days.
I like the ones that have two names, like spring equinox and like another name.
Well, all of the equinox and solstices have a second name. So those are the eight. I mean, the four fire festivals. I mean, not the four fire festivals. Sorry.
Makes them seem
equinox and solstices are not fire festivals. The opposing four are.
They're halfway.
Yep.
In between.
So Ostara is a calm time. You can see it sounds like Easter, but Ostere. There's lots of origin discussions, but one is
that you could say orgies,
which is probably where the word came from.
Probably.
But with this smoke is just coming straight to my face the entire time.
You want me to move it away?
It might have to, because with my cold, it's making it harder.
I know, it was doing that to me last week.
If I didn't have a cold, I don't think it would bother me as much.
Don't jump down.
So you think of the 4 solar holidays and the 4 cross quarters, which is the fire festival. So Ostara is not a fire festival. And when the ones that aren't fire festivals, I see them much more as calming engagements. So your equinoxes and your solstices, they're celebrations, but their focus is different. It's really on celebrating like wonderment and being merry and joyful. And then your fire festivals are, brimstone and getting all the energy out and being high energy, high octane, crazy, like really big deals. That's how I view the Sabbats. So with the Easter, or Ostara being this one, and being connected to, I believe it was the German goddess Eostre, I don't know how to say it, which is where Eustress comes from, and estrus comes from, and estrogen, and all those words come out of that phrasing. So as you can imagine, it's a very high feminine energy. It's the spring energy. It's the energy of birth, of the dawning of life, of the beginning of things really starting. Whereas Imbolc was the hope that it was coming, the hope that spring is coming. Ostara is spring is here. It's ready. We're seeing the blooming of the flowers and the growth of things. That's where Ostara is different.
And then Beltane is when they're fertilized.
Well, Beltane is a fire festival.
Yeah.
So yes, it would be the representation of the active participation, the active spark of creation. It's on fire. It's here. It's out.
And Ostara, it's ready.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And then your summer solstice would be like
full blown,
fully developed, fully encompassing your life, similar to the middle phase of the triple goddess, the triple god, maiden, mother, crone. So it would be mother time. We're in maiden time. Ostara would be maiden time, or the youth, the father, the sage. Or sometimes the youth, the wizard, the sage, because not everybody wants to be a father. Youth, wizard, sage. If you're looking at the triple, so this would be the wizard phase. Yep. So I can talk about Sabbats all day long. I can go and just never end it. And one of my favorite topics. Anytime we're gonna get there. Hold on. Anytime we get into these topics, you guys have input from other pantheons or things that you celebrate, please share them, because I like the turn of the wheel and I am a big part of it because it helps me stay connected to the earth, but it's by no means my requirement. So there's other things that are happening, right? So we have I'm gonna hold on before we do that. How are your stores down there? So metaphysical shops have closed. A lot of them are gone. The only ones that are still open are Mystic Moon in Bonita. The Fort Myers one is closed. The Labyrinth is closed. The replacement for the Labyrinth closed.
Which was a Christian store.
It was that crow.
Authenticity? What's the one down here?
Ascension is in Cape Coral. It's still pretty good. And that's there's a great rock shop in Naples called Altered Elements. It's amazing. Like, it is the place to go if you want crystals and rocks.
Mystic Moon is in Bonita.
It's in Bonita. The one
they had two, and
the Fort Myers one closed. And that I think is it. There's still one in downtown Fort Myers, but it's that it's very sparse. It doesn't really have a whole lot. It's really more
not
new
really
age.
witchy. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
when that Sunken Treasures, man, that was the best.
I mean,
to me, the best store ever.
Even in Sarasota, 2 of our favorites closed. Pixie Dust is gone.
I wonder, like stores that close like that, if you could contact the people, can you buy the name, like to reopen? You know what I mean? I
I'm
wonder
sure
if you can
people
buy
would consider selling that kind of stuff.
like that intellectual property. That man, that was such a cool store.
But yeah, so I know Ascension is good. They sell quite a bit of stuff, and then Mystic Moon and down south a little bit. The other thing that I have noticed is and I know I plug Kava all the time, but
Probably
when there's a vendor market at a Kava or Kratom place, a lot of times the vendors are pagan, and they'll have a lot of their stuff with them. It's just cool.
I think unfortunately, and I could be wrong, but to one shop owner who closed, it was kind of like a mentor. She had tuned me for Reiki and the basic Wicca 101 from her, Deborah. She said Amazon's a part of it. She goes, I know it's great, but like we're getting closed down. People are going online and they're not coming here. Unfortunately, we contributed to that, I think.
Of course. And then one thing I will say about Amazon is even though Amazon is the big bad, the corp, you can find small sellers on there, small, that to buy stuff from still. So you can still support some small businesses, yet you're still supporting the big business. But yeah, the landscape has changed now. You basically get everything on Amazon, and then your meeting places is people's house. We're back in those days. It was used to go to the shops to meet and hang out and do stuff.
And what was so neat, literally, and I would love this, and Twisted Chaos had a great idea for Kava and Metaphysical store. I love it. I would totally do it. But this store, it was called The Labyrinth with Deborah, and she was like a brash character in her own, but she literally, she did free classes. So like the Wicca 101 and the Reiki, like after work on Wednesday at 7 p.m., I looked forward to it. We went, and in the store, there was this back room where she had chairs and like an easel with stuff like a board and a whiteboard, and she taught there for free after the store closed Wednesday night at 7. And it was those meeting places. I miss that. That's how it used to be. I mean,
yeah, it was very neat.
It was all verbal, and so it's cool. I mean, technology's neat, but I would love to have a little Kava bar cafe or something that did those classes.
Yeah,
and for free. Because I think, again, being a magical person, for me, there is an element of being of service, and there's an element to have an exchange for your service, right? You can't just do everything for free if it's how you make your living. There has to be some exchange, but I think certain things in my mind could be for free. Certain classes, like the intros, I would do free for people, I think. Because you're trying to educate people about a path.
Yep.
I don't know how but I do believe in letting people can charge for their service too. But
whatever the person's called to is fine with me. Like whatever works for them.
The intro stuff to me, I would not charge. But
I'm still going to go back to Kelvin's comments there. I don't want to miss those. But yes, pagan temples, absolutely. I will tell you, and it's weird, but we talk about a lot. The UU that we go to, or we're members of, we haven't really gone in a long time. And Manny, everybody's aware of that. A lot of you went. The UU is a little weird, but having the Grove and the land with the Cups program is really nice. We don't take advantage of it a whole lot because there seems to be a lot of drama still associated with that. Not drama. Let me take that back. There's a lot of expectations.
Busyness.
Yes. So there's expectations to help do all the things. I'm like, I just sometimes don't have time. So I don't participate at all because there's an expectation if I participate that there's going to be some need.
Did we tell you yesterday? We do want to check in with that group and go.
Yeah.
It's a good group.
I did hear somewhere, I'm going to try to Google it, but there was a pagan temple that opened up in Florida.
Really?
Yes, an actual pagan temple.
I must go there immediately. Fort Myers? No.
House of Paganism in Gifford, Florida. Religious destination. This might be it. I don't know for sure.
Let's go. Where's Gifford? Gifford.
The Church of Iron Oak in Brevard County.
Ooh.
I don't know if there's a physical location. But there's lots of little things popping up like this where people are buying old churches.
Prismatic Society.
I'll have to look at this in more detail though, but I'm not sure if this is the one or not. But anyway, so there is an actual a true pagan temple in Florida, and Rook and I have talked a lot about all of the things that we want to do. That's kind of what we want our storefront to be. If we ever get one.
/ cafe.
Yeah. Well, Coven Kratom Cafe, I'm sure, but my problem is I'm afraid if we do something like that, I won't want to work because I don't want to work the whole time. I want to participate.
Yeah.
So we have lots of thoughts on that, but it would be great to have a destination pagan location. I think that is really important. Hootless, we've been interested in getting a business off the ground for a very, very long time. We had an LLC. We had all kinds of stuff. We let it go for now because just life is too much at the moment. But yes, we really would like to get involved in that process somehow. But I think what's going to end up happening is I see our future business endeavors more as a mobile thing where like we go to a place that already exists, like Roots, and we hold a service there or group. Yeah.
The fourth Thursday of every month, come for candle magic. Fourth Thursday of every month. Next month is.
So that's something we would have to do, like a crafting thing that we could do.
Yeah.
So that's potential, but yeah, you look at how much energy and they put into all that, and I'm not really interested at the moment.
But that's how it used to be. Like if you think people were mobile and traveling, and they may have had a store, but it was more like workshops and stuff.
It's one of the reasons I want a truck.
Yeah. Get a little trailer and stuff. And
and just have all of our stuff in it, and we can pull up to Roots and say, tonight we're doing this, and have a class or whatever.
Oh my God, that would be awesome. You could reach more people that way, I think.
Mm-hmm. It'd be fun.
Like
and our LLC would be based on the candle program, making candles, taking our stuff with us. We can do all that.
Like every weekend, we'd be at a different place, different area around here. Tampa!
Before I forget, I'm one back up. Don't forget, Lupercalia, Valentine's Day, yes.
Woo! It sounds sinful, is it?
It is sinful.
I want to participate.
You would.
Does it involve vlogging?
And it is Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Lupercalia, or Lupercal, is a festival of ancient Rome, observed annually on Friday the 15th to purify the city, promoting health, fertility, or febratus, the purification of the februla, the basis for the month named February. So Lupercalia is a really interesting old fest that has been adapted today, right? If you go in, there's lots of dark history about it. I don't know a whole lot, but I do know the underlying feeling of it is around, I don't want to say debauchery, because it's not quite that, but cleansing. But we have revamped that in current days to be a little bit more salacious. So we have that. Lupercalia. Anybody else have anything else they celebrate around this time? Other than the most holiest days, birthdays? Yesterday was my sister's birthday. She is 40.
49?
7.
She a year younger or older than me? I thought she was a year older. Younger.
She's 78.
Okay. Alright, so she's 47 or 48?
She would have just turned 48 this year.
Okay. No, what a lovely ripened age. Perfectly.
Ancient.
Perfectly ripe and ready. Perfectly formed.
But yeah, we really do. I really do want to have a business. But the problem is I'm not a good business person. I want to manage the space. I want to have it for people. I want to see people come. I want to have people enjoy it. I want to be able to sustain itself. I want to share information and knowledge with people as much as possible. But I don't want to pay rent. I don't want to deal with the corporate bullshit and all that stuff. I don't want to deal with all the things that it requires.
I guarantee you these kava bars would let us do it.
Yeah.
Like DTK, Roots, sincerely all of them.
Like they do Sue's Crepes. We just do 2 Pondering Pagans is having a group meeting. We're going to, we should, that should be part of it.
Say, we're doing a workshop on boom. I bet
Tyler.
The one Tyler would be interested in doing that.
Mm-hmm. Both Tylers would.
Yeah.
Morning, Ziggy. Morning, Unexplained.
Ziggy, can't you see?
We're doing pretty well. I have a bit of a cold, but...
He better not have got it to me, because I will be on and popping.
Yeah, pop, motherfucker.
When I don't feel well, I don't go to group events. Near me, it would be legal. I don't know what the kava were. Oh, the laws were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the one thing that is most concerning is the kava law's ability to change so much right now. Yes, it's legal right now, but even banks, there's a lot of banks, there's even payment processors that you can't work with because they're too worried about kratom becoming illegal out of nowhere, and then losing all that risk of that the loan. So if you have a kava bar and you have a loan to get it set up, you might not get paid back as a company or a lender if it goes bankrupt because it becomes illegal all of a sudden.
But alcohol, the guaranteed killer, is funding money into the government and the cities.
So irritating.
And alcohol is a guaranteed killer.
Now, I will tell you one thing.
Murder!
If Roots or DTK ever allows for a franchising system, I will jump on that in a heartbeat.
Yep.
But barring that, I think we have too many kava bars now, so I don't know that I'd want to go into that business at the moment.
And you know the one we went to yesterday? I know y'all don't like it, but I'm saying
why do you keep saying that?
Because I didn't like the Mitras at first, but now that I've found some that are great, I don't know what it was. It was the energy was different yesterday, right? Don't you think, in that place?
I don't think it was bad before.
It wasn't bad.
The very first time it was bad. The second time we went on the bikes, I loved it. Were you with us?
I felt like the first time we assumed, because there was a lot of young people there.
Well,
like
it was laid out differently. It was too jam-packed in that corner we were in. There were 2 booths there.
There was no nice table.
Remember? There was 2 booths and everything was crunched. That's why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And their tea's not good.
Their tea's not, but their taps and drinks are amazing. And
so,
the prices are amazing. A whole growler for $25.
Yeah. Because it tastes like crap.
No, it doesn't. Not these. The taps.
I wouldn't put a tap in a growler.
Really?
You gotta go flat.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I would put in it. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go do that.
I'd probably drink the whole thing in a day and be sick.
So let's talk about Spellwork before we get too far out into left space.
I tend to do that often. Alright, Spellwork. And Matt, you have to have all these ingredients and things for a good spell.
Yeah, Manny mentioned it earlier.
True or false?
About Spellwork.
Yes.
And how important intent is. So that's going to be a big topic of what we want to talk about. Treesap, hey!
Little Treesap.
Thank you for joining.
Hey.
We're just getting ready to start our actual topic. We've been through quite a few things this morning, so it's been a good morning. I hope you're doing well.
You're doing well.
Hope you're warm. I know that it's warmed up a little bit according to your mom, right?
She said it's warmed up a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
In Texarkana, at least.
Yeah.
That round the woods.
Texarkana.
East Texas.
So I want to talk about Spellwork.
Little tree.
And I think what's important, because it came up yesterday in conversation too, but as an overall thing, I want to say, right? That's right. What are you on? Crack. It's crack. I promise. I want to start off with my theory on Spellwork that doing a spell is really, really awesome way to align things, and that's what it is about for me. Spellwork is about aligning what I want spiritually, what I need spiritually, what I want and need emotionally, physically, mentally, and it's lining all those things up. So the process of preparing for a spell, like one of our favorite things is candle magic, of making sigils to go on candles and inscribing things into candles and dressing candles and then burning them. All of those symbolic movements of a spell, a chant, or whether you use a chant or a poem, kind of the same thing to me. And you put all that information, and you do your spell. You have aligned all these different things. You've aligned your spirit, your mental, your emotional, your physical, and you start working forward towards the outcome that you're looking for. So I don't think there's a right or wrong correspondence for everything.
Yeah.
What I do think is there are tried and true correspondences that can be very helpful. A lot of that is like with colors, and there are some psychological things. It's not like an anything goes, but using correspondences can be very helpful, and I'll talk about that. Before we go any deeper into that, what's your thought on spells? Is it the same as that, or is it different?
Well, I think it's always good to have a frame of reference, but I think for me, like correspondences and herb, like particularly in like candle magic, when you're thinking, when you feel a certain herb magnifies or helps transmit a certain energy to something, I think it helps. It does, because your mind is more focused and in tune on your intention. I don't think you have to say like, oh, I have to get this tool or that herb. What you have, like Joy taught me. Thank you, Unexplained. In the very beginning, she had me close my eyes.
Hush up.
Huh?
Hush up.
Hush up.
Hush up.
Why?
I heard what you said.
Oh, what? Did I enhance your life? I'm like an herb.
You literally. Never mind. Just continue.
What? Tell me. No,
nope, we're gonna watch the video back. Nope. This is one. This is a good one. Hold on. I gotta mark
something bad.
I gotta mark the time.
What did I
of
say?
The video.
What did I say that was bad?
Where are we at in the video? Hold on. Hold on. Just say 18.
Instead of doing all that.
All right, we're good. Continue.
Why don't you just notify me in real time?
Because it's gonna be more fun when you watch it back.
Okay.
Because I was responding to a statement you made, and you don't even know that you made it.
I don't even remember what I just said.
I'm aware. That's why it's so much fun.
I really noticed.
That's how you enhance my life.
So I think like an herb to a spell. Perfect. Woo! Analogy good. So like it does, like for me, it helps me focus more on my intention. But I think like if you don't have the thing, like yesterday I was looking for, oh, what is that? Not chrysanthemums. It was a flower. Now I can't think of it. But I didn't have it. And so what Joy taught me years ago was to take things to close my eyes, like with herbs, breathe it in, either burn it or not, and see what element do you sense in it, and use that to go.
Yeah.
So I think correspondences do help, but you don't have to get caught up on a certain thing. And if somebody says that's the correspondence or what
that's
you
it.
use,
you don't
that
have to,
might be for them.
You don't have to use somebody else's correspondences.
Yeah.
Even if they are tried and true. Like, so colors to me, you can pick, like, if I don't have a black candle to do a certain kind of magic and it says, you must use a black candle, I'm like, okay, first of all, fuck you. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. I'm going to find the one that works for me, and I'm going to do what I need to do to make it work.
See my candle. I'm going to get it in a minute. See my candle.
Oh, I see it too. The pillar in there?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you take off my shoe, Piper?
Probably.
I put to sleep. I'm going to get my candle for this.
Manny, exactly. I think the correspondences are important, but not always necessary because it's a measurement and differs by absolutely 100%. It's like the same thing with using the solar symbols, right? We're in drawing down time. We're in waning moon. Do I think that having that correspondence at the same time as I do a spell work for drawing down cancer? Yes. I think that's going to be a helpful connection for me when I do that part of the ritual that I'm going to do in the spell work. But for the one where I want to increase health and improve vitality, you would say, no, you don't do that now because we're in waning moon. No, that's not true. I'm just not going to use that correspondence in my head. That's what works for me. I think that's really important to how we do stuff. Is to recognize what Rook said and really take in and with your senses in different ways what things mean to you and how that you can use them to your benefit when you don't have the exact right thing or, you know, the ability to put in what it is. So Crowley's influence on spellwork, I think, is huge.
Ooh.
One of the things that I don't want to say respect.
I gotta do some studies.
But
why is this not moving?
Why do you keep slamming that thing on the table, please?
I can't find it. Oh, well.
I taught you to press the control button and it will show you where your mouse is.
Oh, control? But now it won't move.
You keep picking it up. It can't go if you're picking it up off the table.
Oh, here we go.
He's literally picking his mouse up off the table and wondering why the mouse won't move. Literally. What was I saying? Oh, Crowley and spellwork. So yes, I think Crowley had a huge influence on spellwork, and a lot of the correspondences we see today are watered down versions, but came from a lot of the stuff he did. There were certain things that I think were really powerful and traditional that he did, which are great, but there are some things that he did where I'm like, I don't think that is necessary, and actually I feel like it puts it negatively. So that's one way that I really like to look at it. Yeah, and Lil Treesap, let me ask you, when you say your plant, mineral, bone, glyph, rune, correspondence is consistent, I feel the same way, but you don't follow the moon planetary correspondence. But that correspondence that you talk about consistent, it's consistent for you. You probably, for example, and I'm just going to use this as an example, I have a green and a blue candle. Some people say you have to have a green candle when you're doing healing. Some people say you have to have a blue candle when you're doing healing. But you use whatever works for you and consistently. That is like my main point. Blue is a healing color for me. I use it more. Green is awareness because people, green is the color you see the most. Your eyes are most adapt to seeing. So I use green for vitality and growth and strength, which isn't the same for a lot of people. That smells like glue.
What?
Like, that smells like actual
the thing's not
epoxy glue.
Here, have a taste. Just have a sip.
It smells like epoxy glue.
It's raspberry lime.
Nice one.
You don't like it?
That's the same one we had last night.
At the tap.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
No, it's good. But yeah, it's that, to me, it's more consistency with you because it helps you align stuff, right? So if you, people say you have to use a yellow. Yellow is for being grand and,
divination.
Yellow. Blue, a lot of people say, oh, well, that's throat chakra color. So it helps you communicate when you need to talk better. You're having a public speaking. If you don't have those things, you don't need them. You need to use what feels right to you. And if a black candle, white candle, purple candle, whatever feels right when you're doing it, you'll use it. And you will start making your own correspondences even without knowing it. You'll start using, oh, wait, I used purple last time for this. I'm going to use purple again. I do think there's a lot of science, there's a lot of science behind colors, though. So I like to use the science part of it, knowing that red can increase anger and frustration, that blue can soften anger and frustration and make you feel calmer, that green can make people feel alive and aware, that yellow can make people feel happy and joyful. Those are all known scientific theories of color and part of Montessori training, actually, for dementia residents. So all that stuff is really good.
Oh, neat. Unexplained.
So I just think that's neat. And meditation, huge. To me, when it comes down to spell work, I think, in my opinion, the only thing that's required for me is meditation. I don't need to have the tools. Nobody needs tools. You don't have a candle to do candle magic? Well, you can't do candle magic, but you can still do magic. You can still do a spell. You can still work through stuff.
You can envision the magic like a flame. You can envision that.
Yeah. And so meditation, I think, is important. I want to get to unexplained because I like what he says there.
I think the mind is very important.
Mind is extremely important. In the Kabbalion, it talks about the universe as mental. Which means it exists when you think it. So that's also important. But that alignment, like I said earlier, is what to me is really critical. Is getting all those things in alignment. Huh?
I feel called to do something. Can I have a charcoal? I want to burn each thing that I'm going to put in the thing later.
Okay. Mystic Manny, the correspondence is important, but not always necessary as measurement. That's great. Yep, I got that. There's something else I saw. Where'd it go? Meditation. Good. Maybe that was it. Okay. Sorry. Unexplained. Crowley was important for selling a story. Oh, for sure. Dude was at him and shit. Oh my god. Satanic. LaVey. What I love about both of them is the level of theatrics and storytelling that they put into their stuff. I think when we do that creatively, we put a lot more energy into it. So if you get creative and get theatrical with it and really you don't have to dress in special clothes to do a spell, but I have found when I wear my cape and I'm dressed up, it feels different. You put a different amount of energy and emphasis on it. And I think Crowley did a lot of that for the more I can't find the right word. What is it? Not unsavory. It's the more salacious and fuck it, we're just gonna do it. And aggression. And these are not the right words, but they're the only thing I can think of right now. Into spell work. And LaVey brought in the I don't care if he believed or didn't believe, but what I learned, especially from reading and following some of his stuff and satanic processes in general, is performative. Be in it. Be role-playing. Be part of what you're doing and just bring everything into it and give it 100%. He did not GAF at all. And I think we should not GAF when we do our stuff. If it feels right, we do it. And that is, what are you looking for?
Charcoal.
Back corner, underneath the stuff you put on it. Just get a whole roll out.
Is this okay to use?
Yeah. Just get a whole roll out. And we'll do some resins too, but we need to open some windows. We're going to open a few windows, so we're going to be burning some stuff, apparently.
I'm sorry.
So,
I'm doing a candle magic later.
Manny, thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Burn the herbs.
Have a wonderful day. We appreciate you for stopping in. I know.
Thank you, Manny.
Early where you are, Ooh, Manny, if you haven't gone yet, Rook and I are going to be doing an interview series where we would like to interview a whole bunch of people, and you were one of the first people on the list. I know we've had some conversations before, but we want to do it like actually record it and produce it. All right. All right, just opening windows. One of our little babies is doesn't do well with the smoke if we don't have good airing. All right. Hop off. Good point, Melvin. Sigil magic. Hootless. I have had excellent results with sigil magic, only when it is connected to something else. When I travel, and I need to redo this, but and I have a little mini altar, but you know, it doesn't have all my things in it that I like. It has a cute little Damascus miniature knife in it for an aphame. I've got representative of all the elements, and I set it up every time I go to a hotel, so I always have it with me. But I also have a sigil for each one of our altars, or each one of the corners on our altar now, so I have to redo this, and those sigils are on the altar, and then I take a copy of those sigils with me when I go, so I can have that connection. So I feel like, even though I'm at my little mobile altar, I'm really sitting at home in front of our actual altar, doing whatever work I'm doing. So sigils for me are really good at connecting times and things, but they only work for me when I'm using them specifically with another thing, like candle magic, or you know, creating things. Like I'll put a sigil in a bar of soap when I'm making the bar of soap, because we make soaps and stuff too, and our face washes and all that, and we do all that. So those sigils, I picture them in my head when I'm using the soap, and it gives me that connection to whatever I want that soap for. I have a morning soap and a night soap. My morning soap is citrusy and wakefulness, and makes you want to come up. My go to sleep one, even though it is still citrus, is neroli and saffron. It's soothing and warming. So those are the kind of how I separate those things. Little Tree Sap. Yes. Reading challenge, the second Tuesday of every month. What we're going to do, we have to pick a time, and I think next Tuesday, I didn't realize is the second Tuesday, so we're probably going to do it even if nobody shows, just to talk about what our plan is, and what everybody wants to agree on. First thing is, we're all going to be reading whatever we want. We don't have to read the same thing. The challenge is to read. We're not going to set a book. You have to do 10 books. You have to do 30 books. We're going to let anybody who comes in kind of decide how we want that to look. I like the idea of having a little bit of a challenge and competition. We'll figure out what that is. Maybe we say, you have to read a book that you wouldn't normally read, or pick a book that you didn't like to talk about. And then the Tuesday meeting is going to be us talking about what we're learning from the book and things that we're reading. Again, those are just ideas. We wanted to get it on the books. We're going to start it. It's going to be Tuesdays. Like I said, I think we're going to do Tuesday evenings, probably at 7:30-ish. And have that monthly. So
I'll be reading Amelia Bedelia first.
Yeah.
So Judy Blume.
The thing is, whenever we've tried to do this before, we've had difficulty getting it up and running because nobody was going to want to read the same thing.
And not every week.
Not everybody has time to do it. We can't do it every week. There's all these just things that come up. So we wanted to just start a meeting monthly, and get people's take on it. The challenge right now, the only challenge is you have to read, and you have to be willing to share. Well, that's a lie. You don't have to be willing to share. If you don't want to talk, you can still come in and listen. But if you want, you can share what you're going through, what you're reading, and what processes you're going through, and share that, and have conversations about it. If people want to read the same book, we can. If people want a specific how many books, how many pages, we can do that too. But I kind of want everybody to decide together. And we don't know an exact time. We're just thinking 7:30 Eastern. We could do it a little earlier or later than that. My only thought process is if I'm traveling, which I'll be doing a lot of travel lately, I need just time to get back to the hotel, which I usually get back around 6:30 Eastern. When I'm away, I stay out of the buildings a lot. I'm in the buildings for a good 10 hours. So.
Oh, recharging.
Yeah. Yep. I absolutely need to do it. Like I said, we wanted to do it weekly, and I'm like, when we do things weekly, it fails because we're just too busy. So we're gonna do it monthly, however long it takes. And I think we're going to do that. Yeah.
And what are your thoughts? I know,
I
like,
have to pee really
it's
bad.
probably not a great question, but like, I have a book. You can reverse dementia that I want to read. Is that something that would be? Can it be any book like that? Any book? I think so, because, like, I mean, for me that would be helpful. Oh, there it is, right there. So yeah, Eastern time. Sorry, I'm just catching up here. Leve in Memoriam reading challenge. Yeah. Sigils. Oh, as artistic intent. Once the intent is made into words, sigils are some form of expression. Then walk away. Know your words powerful. Unexplained. So, like, when you do a sigil, I've never really worked with them well, but like, I've seen different things where people will inscribe them on candles as they burn. Some people will, draw them and put them somewhere unhidden. So is the or unhidden hidden? So you're not seeing it all the time. Is the hidden aspect just like to inspire, like you said, the confidence, just knowing that it's going to work, and then that symbol somewhere or sigil is like enhancing it? Not the right word. But is it important for the sigil to be hidden, in your opinion, once it's drawn or created? Yeah, Eastern time. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm asking about sigils because I don't know a lot. I haven't really worked.
I
with
love
them.
sigils.
I've done a couple on a candle, and then it burns it down. But there seems to be in some thoughts that when you draw it or whatever, it's hidden. Like, you put it away where you can't see it all the time. Put it under a chair or somewhere like that. And I wonder what that is.
So the thing with sigil magic is sigil magic to me is purely sympathetic magic, meaning it's representative and symbolic of something else, kind of like a voodoo doll. So its design is to trigger you for that specific thing. It's almost like a QR code for our spirit brain. So to me, and so when you create a sigil, I like doing them with the boxes, the sigil boxes. I think they're fun. I like making them. Cool. But I also do some just freehand and do them artistically and make them up. And it's one of the few artsy things that I feel like I do. And it's fun. Bring it back up here.
This is rose.
I can't smell it. Oh, that smells good.
For healing, self-love.
See, we used to make all of our stuff. We need to do more, like our blends and herb blends and things. I'm jumping back and forth now. So back to sigils. We should do a show on sigil magic. As a matter of fact, I can probably do a video on sigil magic. We'll add that to our list. Because it's a big deal for me. I've always enjoyed it. There's a friend that was having some medical issues, and I really believe the sigil is what kept the connection there for the healing ritual that I did. And yeah, that's just a mini skillet. Like, it's a miniature 1-egg skillet, cast iron skillet. With a little brass incense stand inside of it. Since we're talking about correspondences and spell work, when I do spell work, I like to have herbs burning in specific ones as we do the actual incantations. Because again, we're aligning all of our stuff together, so the scent of what we're burning, which he's going to dress his candle with, I'm going to use something different. And it kind of just gives us all of this thing. I like that unexplained about if you're taking pride in having confidence in your work, empowering absolutely 100%. Now, I do feel I do like some hidden sigils, like house protection sigils. Somebody made one for us. I need to post it up, and those I'm very proud of. They're gorgeous. Dragon, actually, and I'm almost positive that had a lot to do with how safe our house is and things not happening. So we did ritual with it, and we connected it to our house. But they can be hidden too. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I wouldn't choose it, really, sir. Can't even burn charcoal right. And why are you using those big ass tongs?
Do you have smaller ones?
Jesus,
oh God, I can't get this up. Okay. Do you have smaller ones?
Are you okay?
Continuing on.
We're concerned. We're concerned.
Mugwort. Mugwort. I'm gonna burn your resistance.
I do agree. It's a I did it move on thing. It's For me, like I said, think of it like a little QR code for your spirit and your mind. It's all together. Because it's physical. And when you see the sigil that you made, you should be thinking directly about what you were doing when you made it and why and what it is supposed to do. And that zoops everything back together once you forget it. Our house protection one, for example, sometimes I really worry. I have huge anxiety. It's often. I have huge anxiety about house fires. I have a friend that passed away in a house fire, had family who have passed away in house fires. I just am very worried about them, mostly for the dogs. I don't care if the house burns to the ground, as long as our animals are safe. So we have the protection sigil for the house that Dragon Alchemist made for us a couple years ago. And when I see it, it all comes back together. And I picture what it must have been to make that, because she made it out of her own heart to give to us, to offer protection for us. And it just pulls everything together and puts it in a line for whatever magic we're doing. From a sigil perspective. So I use sigils in pretty much everything I do, candle magic especially, but I wouldn't say I do it in the same way that normal people do it, like a sigil person.
White sage.
I love white sage. Ah, smells so good.
That just smells amazing.
It's still a little chilly out, actually. So yeah. The thing with Spellwork, and Manny mentioned it earlier, and I think somebody else might have mentioned it, is intent. And it's really funny. People say intent is all that matters, which I think is partially true if we separate things out a little bit. Intent is extremely important, and intent is the only thing that matters in the environment of us not having anything else that we can use. But intent isn't the only thing that matters to Spellwork. Spellwork requires thinking, connecting, putting it together, the mentalism of it all. The intent of it is extremely important, regardless of what tools you have. But then action. You have to do a thing in the physical world for it to work. It's not just, I'm going to light a money candle and money's going to come to me. It's like, no, you got to go do things that bring money. You can't just think it's going to fall in your lap. That's not how magic works for me. And absolutely tree sap. I love that. Any kind of symbol work is another layer of energy and reality being used in the work. Yeah. It's so, I like the QR code example. Oh, that smells good.
Lavender.
I like the QR code version of it. Because it's like, you take the picture and immediately just zip everything together. And it helps. And the scents do that too for me. Colors do that for me. So yeah, I love that. I'm trying to build in a little bit of the Hexen magic and the Pennsylvania Dutch, which is my history, spiritually, from the people that were my family. So I'm trying to figure out how to really pull that into my sigil work, because it's a lot of designs, and it's a lot of using words as symbols for other things. It's very neat. It's very biblical though, which I don't really love, but it is very neat.
Just bay leaves. I don't know if this is gonna burn.
The bay leaves will burn. They're gonna be very acrid though. That's enough. Okay. Bay leaves are very strong, so they smell like pepper and they make you sneeze.
Oh, okay. We'll not put a lot on my candle then. Yeah. Maybe I'll just have a representation of a bay leaf.
Yeah, that's too funny. I really was looking back pretty hard, and so a lot of my family settled central Pennsylvania. Now it's Altoona area, but Mahoney, Pennsylvania. So that's where a lot of my family is. So yeah, PA Dutch. Yep, it's in. I've got a lot of Pennsylvania Dutch books. I don't read a lot of them because they're a bit Pennsylvania and a bit Christian for me, but I still think they're interesting and want to learn more. Aw.
Shemhem Haresh.
Perfect example. So right now, Unexplained, we say lavender. You hear lavender. You probably smell it in your mind right now, reminding you of your sweet pea, and you're thinking of her. So again, symbols, QR codes for everything to come together. They pull all the things in line. So if I'm doing magic of remembrance and devotion to past, I'm going to use things that remind me of those people, those animals, those individuals. And that's how you zoom it all together.
And when I did research on things like to use for that, like somebody passed, or remember lavender was the first one.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
Lavender, like I get frustrated with nursing, because if you mention essential oils, sometimes people go nuts and be like, "How dare you be a scientific nurse and believe in essential oils?" I'm like, I don't believe in them. They're there and they do things. So a lot of times in hospice, we'll put lavender underneath somebody's pillow as they're transitioning, and that's like the scent that's supposed to help carry you over, and it's very calming and it's very soothing. So just very neat way to use lavender.
And in that lavender to me smelled very sweet, like sweeter than I remember it smelling being burnt. That was nice.
Yeah.
That's a good lavender flower. I missed doing working.
So
Well, stop missing and do, you fuckers.
I think our big message on Spellwork is we should do a video on it that's condensed.
Yes.
Spellwork requires intent. It doesn't require you to have special tools, although if those tools help you in the role and get it together, special capes, you should do that. But don't listen to somebody else tell you can't do something because you don't have that thing.
Oh, Rose is not for that.
All the time. It's
Rose
so annoying.
is not for love. It's self-love. Well, maybe for you.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna put together and get some Datura or Belladonna and make that for love if I want.
Yeah.
Make it work.
What hits your heart? What's
Yep.
your intention?
So key to Spellwork is aligning that energy and getting it out there, having your intent, having your action. There's tons of ways to do Spellwork. I've done chants, I've done burning spells, which I love. Freezing spells. Burning spells are fun. Where I love them. I like to use paper that is handmade. I will make a little chant. I'll write it on there and I will chant it. And especially if it's like a tongue binding spell or a let go spell, I burn it. And once it's burned, I keep saying the chant until I can't remember it anymore. Or until I feel like it's enough. And then that's when it's done. I've done a tongue binding that way and it worked immediately.
Oh, I remember that.
Like immediately.
Sylvie.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Yep. Who, by all accounts, I liked. It was just nasty to me for some I know why. I forgot. Because she was in love with him. That's why.
Oh. I'm missing Black Witch Dyra and Adius today. I don't know why, for some reason.
Yeah, I talked to them last night a little bit. But we had our show canceled.
Missing them.
We should interview them too on our show.
We should, for sure. So my first, Unexplained, Mystic, Naira, Dragon, Adius, and then hopefully maybe I can get my mentor to do it a little bit once he gets to know me better. Storm.
Yep,
that would
and
be
then
nice.
yeah, the funny thing is I've been following them for like decades.
That is funny now. It's weird that like I'm the one that got into, but that's kind of how it works.
That's how it works. I'm only jealous a little bit.
Well, you can listen in.
Oh, I will.
I mean, it's not like
I will. Trust me.
Then who's my other one? Oh, and then the other one that I really like is Jeremy Crow that I'm taking some classes on that he put together.
I feel like I
the Novus
have.
Order Luciferi. I may be saying that incorrectly, but
Jeremy Crow.
Jeremy Crow has got some just calm freaking energy. I love the way he explains. It's a very good one.
I'm just
Tune Explainer. We should get him on the show. Oh, Tune Explainer. I haven't heard of him. Is it YouTube or Twitch?
we'll have to look him up. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
Siri,
looking real quick. I
make
think
a note. Tune Explainer, YouTube.
I think
Okay, I've created your note. It's called Tune Explainer YouTube.
I feel like I recently got a book by Jason Miller.
Oh, what's Jason Miller? Let's see. Let me catch up. Jason Miller, author who I highly recommend. There's a different level of reality. Oh, how cool. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh wait, I do have a couple of Jason Miller books. Concerning with Spirits. Protection and Reversal Magic. And The Sorcerer's Secret, Strategies and Practical Magic. So those, since you brought them up, sounds like books I need to bring up to the front.
It's your babies.
I have 2 white fluffies. And a big brown.
We're gonna look up Tune Explorer for sure.
And a skinny
But I
mini.
think, does anybody have anything else like they want to share about Spellwork? I really love this conversation.
Will anybody willing to share like spell results, like examples of when they went well and when they didn't? That I always like hearing that. I got one.
Tree Sap, Jason Miller. That sounds really cool. The levels of reality, weaving that into a spell to make it stronger. I think that's, like I say, when we have to kind of bring in everything together, that QR code, part of that spiritual and mental part, anything you can do to better weave that together, I think would be pretty powerful.
Heck yeah.
And then the physical, the body channels, astral connection, symbol space, I love that. Any of the books I mentioned, one of the books that he happens to talk about that in, because if not, I need a different one. I'm going to go pull that book and put it on my next list to read.
Witches work only with magic.
The practical magic one. I've really, really enjoyed reading Appalachian magic and folk magic books lately. Not lately, but in history. So I've got a couple back here on folk magic that are really good. I'm gonna have to look and check. But yeah. Most of my spells have worked. I don't know that I can recall one that ever backfired, but I have had them fail. When I was first working on protection magic, I didn't know or didn't think about I had intent, I had tools, but I didn't really bring it all together. So I didn't connect the spiritual realm to it, and I didn't connect the physical realm to it very well, and my actions were very poor. So the spell failed to give me protection when I needed it. The next time I did one and I did it the right way, I like to use lots of bottles and stuff. So I used these little glass bottles, and I used my intent to kind of build herb layers in it that I felt would give me strength but calming at the same time. And I used it when I had to have a very difficult conversation with somebody, and it went well. It went very well. I also did key magic, which I love keys. When our company was divesting and everybody was getting laid off, I did key magic for all of my team so that they would, while this door's closing, you now have a key to the next thing in your life. Every one of them had a soft landing somewhere else, and most of them better jobs than where they were. The 4 of them went to be VPs of something, and one of them went back to hospital education, and they love it, and they're doing great. So things like that. But key magic, symbol key magic, is so much fun for me.
Do you need to work with a deity before you do a spell? I don't think it's. My opinion, I don't think it's required. I oftentimes will just, if inclined, call in like the Lord and Lady or the God and Goddess, but I don't think it's required. Again, I think you're kind of what you want to focus on and do. I will usually start and gather my belongings, maybe kind of clean the area with smoke or water or a candle, and then invite in, if inclined, the directions of the elements, air, fire, water, and earth, and spirit, if you want to, and maybe generally the Lord and Lady, but you don't have to. And then when I'm working, like, I just like if I'm grinding herbs or mainly like dressing the candle, I'll put, I use this lavender for the intended purpose of calming and healing, please strengthen it with my intention as the candle burns and manifests in the universe. Boom. Just something simple. But I don't feel you have to work with a deity for a spell. No. Anyway, sorry. I'm long-winded.
Hold up the book so you guys can see. This is one of the Jason Miller books. I'm gonna put this next to my list. It's Ring of Spirit. So there's another one. I have 3 apparently. Well, I can find 2 of them.
I'm glad we went on those book buying frenzies all those years because we've got good books.
We do.
We have a lot of Crowley's books that I've never read.
I think
that I was called to buy for some reason.
I think I might have bought that book because of something Tresap said a couple years ago in one of our things. I don't think I knew it otherwise.
I bought some books that Tresap brought up that I still have a lot of that I'd like to read.
There's a tree book that you recommended that I read about halfway through and then put it down and moved on to something else, but I'm ready to pick it back up. It's like the Mother Tree, Finding the Mother Tree, I think maybe.
Chicha.
The mechanics of magic. Ooh, I like that.
I need to find my Storm Fairy Wolf books because I'll need to reference them soon
Yes.
for my studies.
But to go back to what you were talking about, I definitely don't think you have to work with deity, especially if you don't work with deity. You might not believe, and I think that that's okay. I think working with deity, and I do this differently than a lot of people. I work with deity in the meditation. I work with deity in like my connection and giving me strength. But in the actual spell, I don't really evoke or bring in deity to the actual spell because I believe it's me putting the energy out there. So I do use and consult deity things, but I don't use in the actual spell itself, if that makes sense. A lot of people use deity to actually express the spell and to call on them to help make the spell bigger. I don't, because I think the power comes from us and our connection. So that's a little different for me. So it's a different, I like it that way because I do believe, especially from left-hand path perspective, that we're the ones that have the power.
Oh yeah. You know what's weird or maybe different to me is a lot of times where I feel
I have that finding the mother tree
inspiration to do things is from fictional things like that I'm reading, like Alex Crowley's. I read a little bit The Diary of a Dope Fiend, and I don't remember but it inspired me to like have an inspiration. I find oftentimes fiction things, characters, stories, whatever, and also are just as relevant to putting forth ideas. Book of the Law. That's a little Finny Fox boy. That's a little Finny Fox Chihuahua boy.
Grab some of our herb here. This is our mix of everything.
I'll be right back.
When you get back,
Yes.
We'll go ahead and start taking
Herbs.
We'll go ahead and start taking for tarot. If you want to read, let us know. We'll get you on the list, and we'll start tarot in a minute. Oh, I love making scents. So we mix a lot of herbs, oils, and things to make like what I call an herb mix that we burn. And I'm just saying, it is so good to make your own. And then to smell it and see how people react to it, because all of the rituals we do at Cups, I'm used to anyway, because haven't been gone in so long. I've made all of the incense for, and I have to toot my own horn. I do a really good job, but it makes me feel good to see people's reaction to it when they do it. Oh, see, this smells like spring to me. And this one has all kinds of stuff in it: rose, jasmine oil, essential oil. Oh, so good. All right, so we've got Be Hootless, Lord Kelvin, Twisted Chaos. We got you guys. So we got 3. Everybody's getting a general unless they otherwise ask for it. I am going to go grab a different tarot deck once Rook gets back. I don't want to leave you guys with a chair stream. But we'll do that. And then I'm going to ask you another question. When we restarted this Sunday thing again, one of the big things was I don't want to feel like I'm like proselytizing or professing or like being the center of things. I just like talking. And I really want to engage with you guys and provide stuff that you like. I don't care if we have 5 viewers or 5,000 viewers. I want to make sure that what we're doing is helpful in things that you like, because that's what it really matters to me. We put out a lot of stuff, but in the end, I just want to talk about it and adapt it and change it. So if there's a topic that you really would like, even if we don't know about it, we would like to know, research it a little bit, and make videos on it of what we learned to share with you guys, kind of as a way to put out other content. So if there is something, let us know if there's anything that you like or want to do. Unexplained, got you. Yeah, and Hootless, it's the same for us. When we stopped doing this for a while because I got frustrated that I felt like I was just talking all the time and I wasn't really hearing. It's one of the reasons why if it weren't for you, I would really prefer Discord and just having everyone talking back and forth to each other. But this is a lot more comfortable for a lot of people who don't want to be on a video or don't want to talk because they're a little nervous. We tend to reach more people this way, so that's why we keep doing it. But it's never been about us telling you everything to do and how to do it. It's about us having the ability to communicate. Here's what we're learning, because we're not experts by any means. I'm an expert in being a hodgepodge, jack of all trades, master of none. When it comes to my spiritualism, I'm still trying to find that perfect path for me. But yeah, and it's changed too. So anything you guys would like us to consider, I want to know it so we can put it together. And that includes if anybody's like, I don't want to do a YouTube channel, but I'd like to talk about a topic. Yeah, we'll get on and we'll record it. We'll do the editing and put it on the channel.
Whatever you burn smells amazing.
It's this one that I made, and I can't remember what it's for because I don't have it anymore, but it's a big mix. Yeah, that's the same for us. We do more lately now because people that are in our circle are starting to open up more about what they do. And a couple of them have expressed good interest and even wanting mentorship from us in this space, which I will absolutely do within the space of, what our abilities are. So fun times. I do too. We were talking about that dragon. It's one of the things like with the what do you call it? What is it called? Oh, the book club thing. That was one of the main reasons like we need to get back into it. I don't know why we ever tried to do things weekly. It was that's insane. But monthly is absolutely something we can do. We can have just a meeting of the minds group each month. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll have to pick a day. Yeah, well, we're in the Discord quite a bit, but we run 2 Discords, well 3 really, but 2 that are public. The one that's for this type stuff, and then we have one for gaming only, so we're usually in one of those 2. Yeah. All right, little tree step, we got you.
I'm using the Morgan Greer. This and Tarot Neo Fiction are my 2 favorite decks ever that I feel really connected to. I'm going to, for me, I've never done this before, but I'm going to try reading from, since I mentioned her earlier, she's on my mind lately too, Deborah. Remember last night I said, I wonder what Deborah is doing?
Yeah.
Was my mentor that did the free classes on the Reiki and stuff and had her shop. And she would only do readings of Major Arcana. She felt that looking at the other cards were like looking at a stop sign from a mile away. I've never done that or share that, but today in her honor, and she's been on my mind, I'm going to pull from only majors. Because that's what Deborah Kellerman would do. And I know Mystic, many knew her, of her. Maybe some other people in Southwest Florida knew of her. But I do this with thoughts of Deborah Kellerman in heart, mind, and spirit. Are you getting a deck?
Yes.
Guys,
Hush.
why would you be quiet until this part?
Ooh, I'm losing a little bit of weight. I got a little bit more to go.
Mystics lost weight, 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep. More to go.
Ooh, an itch. Oh, sweet. Well, let me know, Unexplained, because you know I'll be buying 2.
Yep. I cannot wait.
2 decks for me and then 1 for him. I need 2 of them because I love them so.
I love Tarot Neo Fiction too. The
Yeah.
only thing that I didn't love, and we talked about this, is the font. But the cards I think are amazing. Did I tell you I found my copy? Oh, so happy. Alright, you gotta move all this.
10 would be a number for me too if I can manage it. Huh? Good.
Might do a new version. Yep, very good. Because that's him.
I know you see me on the video. True.
Alright, so we've got
True.
Behootless, Lord Kelvin, Twisted Chaos, Dragon, Alchemist, Unexplained Possibilities, not the explained kind, and Little Tree Sap. Anybody I miss? All right.
Hearts.
Today I'm using the Oracle of Many Paths. This is fast becoming a favorite deck of mine. Everybody knows that I love James Eads. He's my my secret lover.
What?
And
Wow.
secret lover.
Cleanse your cards before the sage runs out. Oh, actually, you might need some more. Oh.
Two-ish at sincerely. Brad, 2 still good for sincerely?
What do you think?
Up to you.
What time is it?
Go to 2:30.
Probably 2:30. I do have a little bit of laundry I want to do.
Okay.
And I want to dress. Either I'm going to dress my candle and do it.
I'm dressing
really-
it as soon as we're done here.
I want to dress it, but when I burn it, I really like to sit and focus on it.
Yeah.
So I probably have to burn it after we get
We'll do
back.
it tonight, yeah.
But I
They
want
want to go
dress
back
it.
out to Roots to watch the halftime show, which I may want to do.
Oh yeah, I want to see Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny, bitch.
Yep.
Bad Bunny, bitch.
So
Isn't that in San Francisco? The Super Bowl?
I have no idea. I don't know any of this stuff.
Cause I like it.
So the Oracle of Many Paths. You guys know I love James Eads, and I forever, ever, every one of his decks, every kind, I'm obsessive with. I love. And this one's different. It's called the Oracle of Many Paths, but it is designed after tarot, but it's not a traditional tarot. The cards are numbered, and so they're kind of hard to really identify what they are specifically. And some of his cards don't match exactly, so I will be looking them up in the book just for the name of the card. Since if you know me, I tend to do tarot. I interpretive read, and I like to not know the book. But with oracles, I do like to know what the artist who created them intended, because for some reason it feels right to me to go with their interpretation of it when they create an oracle deck. Tarot to me is a little bit more standard, traditional, but still interpretive. But that's why. James Eads, if you like tarot, James Eads had some of the neatest tarot, and you'll see the style of his cards is very similar. I have every deck he's ever put out. One of the things that I love about it is a lot of times he'll have the pip cards where you can line them up and see a full story. He does the Light Visions Tarot, the Cosma Visions Tarot, the Prisma Visions, and then this is the Oracle of Many Paths. He also has, what's the Lenormand deck? And then he has a numerological deck too.
Oh, here's the Lenormand deck, the pretty light blue one box. Oh yeah.
The light blue one is not the one, but he does have a Lenormand deck. I have it back there. I have a whole actually I have this whole set right here. And I bought this. I have all of them, but I bought this literally just to support him, because he's fantastic. He knows who I freaking am because we've talked so much, and I order a deck from him, he put a personalized note in it that I know was specific to me, because it was a specific comment that was specific to us. So he's straight, by the way. Just for the record, Bradley.
That don't mean nothing anymore. Y'all
That's
could be
true.
rounded. You could have a straight boyfriend.
All right, so see, I've selected Tarot
Just kidding.
Cast. I keep moving this out of the way, Brad. It's got to stay over there.
Sorry.
Fucker. So this is our camera, right? So you can see it there. So we're gonna transition, and I just want to show you the James Eads box set. This is the Green Glyphs is the Lenormand deck, and then sorry, this has a lot in it, and I'm gonna just show them to you because I really enjoy them, and I love what he does. So we have within his decks. This is the Green Glyphs. This is a rune deck. We have
cool.
the Green Glyph Lenormand. So this is the Lenormand deck. This is so cool, and I love that he does it. This is the Green Glyphs Glossary. It is a leather-bound, gold foil, real pleather, not real leather, and gold foiled book on all of the decks that I'm going through right now. And these are just his Glyphs decks. This is the Green Glyph Oracle. And this is the Green Glyph Tarot. So on top of all of these tarot are a different style than he normally does. There is a numerology name that I cannot remember, and then the Light Visions, Prisma Visions, and Cosma Visions tarot, and now the Oracle of Many Paths. So I am a fan. Absolute 100% fan of his stuff. And you'll see the cards I'm going to show you today are very similar, like across his different styles. But I'm obsessed with him. He does amazing work. It's so good. And then once we pull a card, I'm also going to pull from his trinket bag. So I bought a trinket bag from his last Kickstarter. And we're going to pull from here and see what we get and interpret it based on what we get. So, sorry, I winded on that, but I really love him. Are you jealous, Brad?
I think that...
Didn't think so.
No.
I need coffee.
I think it's truly spiritual. We don't have any more cream. We need more cream.
No, I guess I don't have any fucking coffee then.
We need to get cream.
Jesus.
I need to spend more money. And unexplained. I know I've learned that we're not supposed to offer suggestions unsolicited, but have you ever considered doing Kickstarter or GoFundMe? I know I would definitely shoot some the way to help with the printing. Apologies for speaking without being asked.
Oh, Brad. I'm so excited for the Cyberpunk deck.
Just like Joy's cookbook, I would totally do whatever way we have to do to get these things in print and out there to people, because they're very good and powerful and magical and mental good way. We need to try to do it.
Our friend designed a cookbook that is based off of kind of like the oldest versions of things back in the medieval days, and she does it by turn of the year, and it's phenomenal. And she, we did a cooking stream with her once. It's somewhere on our channel, where she showed us how to make breads and bake things and cook things, and we made some really good food, but it doesn't work for me because of my diabetes now. Yeah, it's actually in the game, and I have the deck that goes with it.
Ooh, is this real? We're giving away free no ice hats. I always think that that's a trick, like so the government can track you if you're like responding to nice things to as part of Cyberpunk.
All right, do you want to go first, and then I'll follow you this time since I'm going to be pulling two things?
Yeah, so this is for Hootless, correct?
It is for
Hootless. That is who I pulled for. So again, I'm only pulling majors today in honor of Deborah Kellerman, one of my first early mentors. And I pulled Judgment, Gabriel to blow his horn, to be called out. I feel like this is the state of the world now as well. But all of this stuff that's going on will be judged, even though it feels like it's not. So the same in this read with the energy for you. If things feel unfair or if they feel very good, truth will be seen and known. So if you are dealing with situations like that where it feels like people are doing shady or shitty things and getting away with it, or if you feel like you're not being noticed, it will be recognized. Judgment. Judgmenta.
Judgment. All right.
Excelente.
So, be Hootless for your card. The Tarot of Many Paths. I'm sorry, the Oracle of Many Paths is card number 41. I'm guessing this is going to be a Cups card, but I want to just look and see what he says. I'm guessing it's going to be the 5. Yep. Nope, it's the 6 of Cups. So let me get in a little bit closer so you can see this card. And this is a similar style. You'll see how it's borderless. If I put the number 40 card or in his other decks, the pip cards next to each other, lay them all out, you see a full story. It's really something else. I'll have to bring the book. I have a book that shows all the scenes together. It's just so pretty. But this is the 6 of Cups. So I don't need to read it because I know what the 6 of Cups is. 6 of Cups, this has been coming up a lot lately too. You need to separate from something. You need to let something go so that you can move on with something. It also is maybe severing ties to something or allowing something to go that you're like, this doesn't serve me anymore. So kind of think of something that you're like, am I just doing this because I feel like I should, not because I really want to, and pull it off and let it go. In the card, these are not traditional, obviously, but you see a boat and you see water, and those are traditional throws to the actual Rider-Waite Tarot, which mean you need to get on a boat And you need to go away to it. You need to experience something else. So going to something else so that you can let this other thing go. And then...
Ooh, I love this. That is so freaking cool, man.
We're going to run our little tags here. And I'm going to have to take it off. Well, no, we'll do it right here. All right, and we're going to run some things here. All right, look at this. So what is touching the card is a chest of treasure, a snake, and a boat. Interestingly, that the boat would come up on the cups card, right? Because it's connecting, that travel needs to happen, that separation needs to happen. And whenever I think of boats on water, I think of the water being my emotions and the boat being me, not being controlled by emotions, but being within the emotions and recognizing that sometimes it's stormy, sometimes it's not. And we kind of really go into this feeling of we've got to have things merging together. Meaning, whatever this thing is that we're going to float away from, it's something that's going to give us a lot more emotional clarity. I don't know what it is. Maybe it has to do with money because we have the treasure chest. Maybe it has to do with snakes. It doesn't. I don't get that at all. But for some reason, it makes me think about something financial, something that is tied to money that you need to let go of. And the snake for me is a representation of truth. Needing to be truthful about something, especially with yourself, of, you know, no matter how hard or bad it is, always the truth. Always truth. So the sabbatical from work, maybe since you can't do it, maybe it's a shorter sabbatical where have a plan where you just literally go out to somewhere where you're completely alone and have a plan of self-care of some sort. Like I want to go to a spa and have an entire spa day where I just do nothing but be pampered.
Ooh, I'm down.
So that's what I get.
That's what you want. I'll have to keep that in mind.
I'm gonna move these little guys off. So
like, are there any limits you wouldn't want, like feet, hands, anything, or you want the whole? You'll do anything.
Oh, I'll do anything.
I know you'll do the ice plunge and the heat and the light.
I love the ice plunge.
Consider it done as I can, sir.
I have my own charm bag with my own charms in it, but this is the one that came with this deck, so that's why I'm using it.
That is freaking
My
cool.
own charm bag is very eclectic. I've got things in it like Legos and pieces of broken metal and a pin.
And you just cast them and what touches? Is that what you're doing?
There's many ways to do it. I'm casting short right now, which means anything that touches is involved. But that's not the normal cast.
So cool.
Normally you cast them all and see how close they are to each other and read them that way. But
I would love to get charms to add.
So
that's
Hootless,
so cool.
In summary, it's something in you have to float away from something and let it go, or it's going to drag you down. And it may or may not be a sabbatical from work, but whatever it is, there's a financial component to it with that chest. I don't know what that is, but we need to do some full reads soon.
Charmomancy, yeah.
Charmomancy.
Well,
There's
all
a
I
word
have to
for
say
it, but
is you're welcome and hooty hoo.
Yeah, hooty hoo.
Hooty hoo. More
Lord,
enthusiastic. Hooty hoo.
Lord Kelvin is next.
Hooty hoo. You'll get it. I'll keep working on him.
Can you tell which one's the fire sign and which one's the earth sign?
Okay, sorry. Now I'm annoying myself. All right.
Can you tell which one's the fire sign and which one's the
Lord
other
Kelvin,
one?
greetings. And for you, I pulled, excuse me, the Chariot. So whatever you're thinking of, it's a yes card. What you looking for? Oh, sorry. I might need to let it up. It's a yes card. The decision is right. You're in control, and it's time to move forward. Rein it in and go.
I wish you guys could smell this.
It smells so good. You are in control, dude. My man.
The Chariot. I
Go
love
for
the
it.
Chariot. It is always everything is in. You're in control. You're move forward. Do it.
Tune out the noise. You're on the right track. Do it.
All right, Kelvin. The card I have for you is 23. I'm betting this is a rods or whatever card, whatever you call it. 23. Wands. Yep. So it's a Two of Wands. So all right, Two of Wands is the beginning stage of something that you've been working on. We've talked about this before, I think, but there's a creativity coming together and you have to make some decisions on how you want this project to go, because what you do now will affect what's going to happen in the future. So based on what Rook has, my thought process is it's you not like there's something you need to move forward on that you need to actually move forward on, and that you're kind of, I don't want to say wishy-washy, but you're second guessing what to do next. Or you just have not two decisions you have to make, or two options to choose from, and they're just not great options. That's what it feels like to me. Is like you have to pick something, and they're not great options, but you have to pick one, make the decision, and then you're going to move forward because you know it's the right thing to do. And now let's do our trinkets.
I'm gonna watch this.
Your trinkets, your charms. Ooh. Alright, so move all of these out of the way. Alright, we've got a couple of things here that are really cool. So in context of our decision needing to be made, our moving forward, we have a lantern. And the lantern for me is make sure that the path that you're doing is illuminated. Make sure that when you make the decision, you have all of the information you need. This could be information about moving, going to a different location. Don't do that, even though you have your move forward card, unless you really know and have all the information, and you do it illuminated. Stay vigilant, stay abreast of what's going on. There's a financial component. My treasure chest, it usually says it's going to be positive financial movement, so this would be a good decision for you to do. We have our little tree of life here. It looks like a bonsai tree. I think it looks also like a dragon's blood tree. I don't know the name of the tree, but it's where dragon's blood comes from. And that to me is talking about really roping in some of the fire energy to really force this change. And then we have the crossroads. Another decision to be made. It doesn't matter which way you go, but you have to go somewhere. Don't stop. Follow the crossroads. Look for signs of things of what to do. And then the ladder. The ladder is representing of the need to get somewhere where you can't reach normally. So, taking in context all of this together, my thoughts are there's something that you have to make a decision on. You're going to have to move forward on that. You can't go back once you do it. Needs to move forward. It's likely going to put you in a better financial situation, or you're going to be able to do it despite it being too costly. Make sure you make decisions with all the information that you need, and make sure that we bring in fire of energy and drive to get something done that you need done. So don't take no for an answer. Don't let people railroad you or walk you off.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is today. There's been a lot of decision-making cards. Twos, for me, represent one of two things. Either the knowledge of self, or the being aware of self, or decisions. Usually the Two of Swords is my decision card, but the Two of Wands also can represent positive decisions of things that you need to do to move forward in life to create the next thing. So it's a little bit different than the Swords, where Swords is just a difficult decision. So I hope that makes some sense to you. I might use these cards for Tyler.
Those are pretty.
Speak.
I'd like him to give me
All
a
of his
read too.
decks scream to me, though.
Who? Tyler.
James.
Oh, James E. All right.
My straight boo.
Yeah. Oh, you don't. I didn't want to go ahead. Next, we have TK.
Twisted Chaos is up next.
Twisted Chaos. So I had two for you, Twisted Chaos, because one was a jumper, the Magician, and the Empress. So
all right, those are really good cards.
What I'm getting immediately,
independent of what we know.
Same thing. I block anything I know about people out, and this is telling me, work with the hands and work in life. You've got everything you need. Period. That's what it's telling me. You got to do the thing. So whatever that means, it's with work, and it's also just in general. You have what you need. By the Magician, you got to do it, and then the Empress, you've literally got everything you need. So personal and professional, do it. So if there is, for example, certification or test or project or whatever it is, it's time to get down to and do it. And then in life, it's just a reminder with the Empress that you're blessed. You've got it. You've got what you need.
Abundance.
That's all I know how to say. Both cards are saying the same thing about two different areas.
Yeah, well, let's just
work and personal.
Let's just add to this. I'm going to say the same thing. I know what's going on with you, but I'm not picking these cards. The universe is. This is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is all about invigorating your thing that you need to do. It's bringing more energy in. The Knight of Wands is not definitely, but usually indicative of something career related. A lot of wands are jobs, jobs, creativity, growth. And this is a super positive card of somebody who knows what to do, but really has to get an experience. And you take that into the experience and you're going to grow. So he's all about invigorating. So remember, take the things that you have, take the things that you've been given, and use them positively. Do not be negative. Do not harp on the negative. Do not seem or appear negative to these things. Let the change happen and invigorate them and do them in a way that makes you invaluable. So we're going to run your trinks now. Whoop, whoop. We're going to see what you get. The chest usually means good, positive financial movement. This doesn't mean, and we know this, it doesn't mean anything other than you'll have success in what you need. You have a little, what looks like a little bishop person, or I would say more like a shepherd with a staff. That really reminds you to be in control of your staff and be humble. We have the boat because there's a transition happening, right? Remember we talked earlier, somebody else got the boat with the cups, that it talks about transition or movement across your emotional status, so comfort in your emotions. And my favorite one right here is portal.
Ooh,
this portal means that there is a new opportunity that you have presented, and you should consider walking through that portal to what's on the other side, even if it's scary. I love that. The portal was, honestly, I was hoping the portal would show.
Wow.
So that's what I got.
Hey,
for Twisted Chaos.
Welcome back, sir.
Unexplained, did you get all of... oh, you haven't had your reading yet, so that's
We
good.
just have one more person before you unexplain. Power! Yeah! Hooty hoo! Unexplained is powerful. We are on Dragonita.
Dragon Dancer.
What does Dragon Dancer Nita need to
Dancer
know?
for money.
Cast spells like you want her to do.
What is this mugwort? Yeah. I don't want to burn any more of the mugwort.
Da, 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 da.
I'm going to burn a little bit more of this, I think. I just
I
need
like
a little
it
smoke.
like that. Ooh, I'm hoping Cardi B shows up today.
We need to make it, yeah. I need to do my dressing right after this.
Super Bowl!
This is the old one.
Bad
This
bunny,
is the
bad
good
bunny,
one.
bad bunny, bitch. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is the good one. This oil I made
I
with,
smell
I can't remember what I used as the base oil, but it's better than coconut.
That
I think
smells
this
really
is-
good. It's very leather. It smells good. When you first put it on,
This is air. So this is from last spring.
and then when it ages on your skin, it smells sweet. When you put it on, it's like leathery, and then...
I like it.
What does Dragonita need to know?
All right.
SRL, hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
SRL. We're kind of just hitting the end here. We're doing tarot reads. That's how we end our show usually.
Dragonita. 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 Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm annoying myself. Stop saying that.
All right.
Good judgment. What is this? Ooh.
Go for it.
All right. So the first card, I pulled two because the first one was a repeat from earlier. Judgment. The shit will be known. That's all I can say. And then the Lovers. Huh. The Lovers. Do you feel any sort of friendship strengthening possibly this week, or connection? It could be work related. It could be personal life. It could be a friend. I'm getting from the first one with Judgment, it will be known, and then the Truth. There's somebody there, a friend that may help that to happen, come about. I don't know if that makes sense or is relevant, but that's just what I'm getting.
All right.
If not, call me a fake. I'm just kidding. What's that? Didn't Adius used to say that?
Yes.
If not, call me a hack. I used to love when he
You
would
used
say
to say
that.
that all the time. So number 17. This
Hail
is
Santa!
got you, Squeaky Squirrel. SRL. I mean,
Squeaky Squirrel. That's Hail
413.
Santa.
I know it's Hail Santa.
Okay.
That's the whole point. Dragon. Before I was interrupted, this is the star. I never would have figured that out other than there's stars in the background. But what is neat about it is this is a serpent, and if I think of a serpent as the star, I'm thinking like truth, right? The star for me in the traditional tarot and as part of the major arcana is all about guidance. and we're knowing that you have something you can always trust. So in light of what Rook has read, thinking about how the star says, we follow the North Star, we can always find our way back. We can always find our way home. And so the serpent really is speaking to that. It's like, I am everything. As long as you have faith and you have knowledge and you are trying to do what you need to do, you will be led back to where you need to be or forward to where you need to be. So take that in stride, that whatever you're going through, working through, that you have guidance with you and you are being guided and the universe has your back. All right, we're going to run your charms. I should use my own charm for this. I'm going to have to get that bag out.
That's such a cool idea. I want to get some.
Do you have a bone box?
I do have a bone box. That is true.
If you give it to me, I'll make it into a bone bag.
I would like to do that, actually.
All
Where
right.
is my bone box?
I know exactly where it is.
That's from Nick.
Woo! I threw that a little far. I guess it was supposed to happen that way, though. You have portal, and you have ladder.
Rage.
Yep, that's what I said, squeaky squirrel. I can never get it right.
Hail Santa.
I knew who it was as soon as you said Hail Santa.
Oh, did he say that, or was it just connected?
No,
to him
he
but
said
didn't
Hail
see it?
Santa. He wrote it in the chat. That's how I knew who it was. That's why I said
connected
squeaky
to him,
squirrel.
but I didn't know.
I couldn't remember furry rage for some reason.
He's a good friend.
Shiny squirrel is what I meant to say.
Shiny
So-
nickel.
Your charms, Dragon. You've got the portal, which we talked about again, right? So, see a door, walk through it. The portal can also mean, though, you have to be considerate too. You don't want to walk through every door because some of them might be spam doors, so be careful. But this is saying that there's a portal open for you. You may have already walked through it because I think things are going in a well direction for you. But that's the portal. And the ladder, like I said earlier, to me is representative of there's somewhere that I need to get to and I can't do it alone. So the ladder can represent a physical ladder or a spiritual ladder to get you where you're trying to go. So pay attention to using resources to get to the next level so that you can go through the portal, and recognizing that when you go through the portal, you have guidance with you at all times. This is a really exciting read for you. I think that turned out really well. I feel like you're in a really good spot and you have the ability to continue doing things that really make you happy and that you've been able to kind of flourish under your circumstances. And I think that is pretty cool.
No way to control it.
All right.
To the
Unexplained is next. And we have a jumper.
Dragon.
I said unexplained. A card jumped out.
That's cool. I would look at it. You're not gonna look at it.
I am going to look at it. I just have to look it up in the book because remember, these are numbered different.
So can I go with mine real quick?
Yes.
For unexplained, I pulled the High Priestess. So with what you said earlier, maybe it's to do with getting that printed and out and distributed. Just maybe a different way of looking at or planning or organizing, and be aware of someone you know or may meet soon that may have ideas that seem unrelated, but that will help you figure out your card printing and distribution situation, if you will. But it's just a different way of organizing and thinking is what I'm getting from this. So just be on the lookout.
Yeah. And I got the Ace of Pentacles for you.
Ooh, money.
Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles is a lot of needing to move forward, right? The Ace of anything is that introductory, starting off raw energy of the earth. So it's saying to really pull that in. Again, I don't want to use too many terms the same way, but it's an invigoration. It's a pull in of things around you to kind of develop into something that you need. You're very connected to the earth, and in here you see basically a little portal that's kind of in that background, and that portal is like, walk through me into the Fey realm and see what wonderful things await you. And that will give you this feeling of renewed connection and really desire to do things that can be for monetary gain. That's the other meaning of a lot of the pentacles. Physicals, tangibles, and money. With the Ace, it's a little more generic because it is a raw energy to me. But it is saying like there is a world in there that you can go through this portal and you can see all kinds of wondrous things on the other side, and it's going to be part of building you up. So I would say separately, anything that you feel in your head right now that is worth doing, that you want to do, you need to write it down and do it. So things like wanting to redo that deck you mentioned earlier, do it. or editing it a little bit, do it. Or whatever else is in your mind, do it. This is not a time to say no. Okay.
Ooh, what's touching there?
We got the boat. So the boat brings that water energy back in, right? Thinking about needing to connect and go through something or do something. The boat, again, I think of the boat floating on the waters. Waters can be really crazy. They can be, they can crash the boat, or they can be really calm. Just like our emotions, though, we can manage that. And so by making choices for ourselves and being emotionally managed, our boat will sail through calm waters. But it does, again, represent needing to move or go across something, do something. So maybe going across into that door and really seeing what's on the other side for you.
Ah, whale. Isn't that interesting?
You just throwing shit? Who's next?
Sorry.
Little tree set. Little tree set.
Okay, that was telling me that was not the place to stop.
Little tree set.
I connect to her.
When I go to shuffle and not a single card hits. Look at the prim stretching upside down.
Little
She's so
step
cute.
from my roots.
All right.
Right. You can go first if you want this time, my love.
All right.
Just jumping in there. All right, you're most welcome. Unexplained.
37 is the Two of Cups.
All the possibilities.
So you might have heard me mention earlier, when I talk about twos, they mean one of two things: decisions, or they can represent the need to self-reflect or self-identify. So again, one's self, two's recognition of self, three starts recognition of self, and now a third person or a group starting. So in the two here, this is really a time to take some time out for yourself and do some self-love. If you have recently, great. If you haven't, you need to do it very soon, because you're getting to a point where you're not reflecting and looking at what you need for you to be happy, and you need to do some more of those things. So trying to cut down on what's required. You have to do those things, but you also have to make some choices for the things that you need for yourself, or you're going to find yourself burning out very soon, if not already. So self-love, recognize yourself, and make decisions that will progress yourself. And then for our charms, okay, I'm gonna recast that because I dropped a couple and some
Do
didn't
I
come
need
out
to
of my
move
hand.
this out of the way?
No, I just didn't open my hand all the way. So let's recast. There we go. Okay.
Ooh.
We got some new ones.
Ooh, I like the snake.
Get all
This
these
is
guys
really
out of the way.
cool.
All right, so we've got our money. Money. So in addition to just being the treasure that you find, this could also be a mental treasure. So self-reflecting and spending some time on yourself can give you a feeling of my bucket runneth over, or my bucket is refilled. I know we've talked about before, think of what you give to others and give to your job and give to things that you really have to do, can become depleted. And this is saying, if you do the right kind of self-love and spend some time on yourself, you will get some of that bucket replenished. You're going to get some of that treasure back that might feel lost right now. We have the snake, which again, the snake for me is truth. The snake is always, it is what it is. It's always going to be truthful, whether you like it or not. So pay attention and make sure that you're living your truth and keeping that thing together for you in the realm of self-love. We have the tree, reminding you of the need to get connected back to the earth and making sure that we're doing the things that you maybe used to do that you're not doing now because your practice is progressing. Going back out, sticking, like I always say this when it comes to earth reconnecting, barefoot outside, feet in the ground. That just is the easiest way to connect. So if you haven't done that in a while, go out barefoot, put your feet in the ground. I know it's cold. And then you might help yourself with some reconnection there. And then lastly, we have, it is a little door, kind of a broken door in the side of a realm. And this is, for me, uncovering something new, uncovering a new excitement, a secret garden on the other side of a door that's been long lost. So rediscovering something that you're really interested in and excited about, and then walking through and doing that thing is part of the self-love that you'll need to do.
All right. And the card that came through from Morgan Greer Little tree step is the Hierophant, and this is telling me about keys, and keys related to knowledge, self-knowledge, something that you know that you've gained through your experience or lessons that you know, and it might be, you may not be able to access it right away, but the answer is within yourself, and it's through knowledge. It's not some, like idea or fantasy. It's actually through knowledge that you already know and may be reminded of soon, and will help you unlock the key to that for the answer. I don't know what that means specifically, but that's what I'm getting from Hierophant.
All right. Hierophant. And then
Hierophanta.
Furry Rage is up next.
Furry Rage. Hail that Santa in the sky. Driving his hearse. Just kidding. Okay. Yes, I did take my meds today.
Like you said, we haven't had to ask that for a while, but I guess we need to
You
start
have
back
not
up.
had to ask me, not Twisted Chaos, nor you have had to ask me if I've taken my meds for the day. So they were working.
Right.
Well,
This is the Four of
don't
Swords.
forget to take your meds.
Furry Rage.
Furry Rage, you're most welcome.
The
Little tree step.
The Four of Swords. This is a little bit more of a cooler card, meaning like a little bit slower, a little bit colder. We know swords for me are often about doing things or actions that cut things and having opportunities that can be difficult. So the Four of Swords is really about setting up boundaries and making sure that we're cutting off the things that don't serve us. When I use the analogy of trimming fat, like this is trimming the fat off of a steak to make it the perfect steak. I know some people like the fat on there. I'm just using it as an example. Don't come at me for cutting off the fat of a steak. But you're cutting it off to make it fit right, to make it work right for you. This isn't the case where we're cutting things off too much or trimming the bonsai tree so far that it just dies. This is pruning. But it involves setting up some boundaries and making sure that you're getting your needs met and that you have at least space where you can kind of follow your stuff. Hootless, no worries. We'll be gone here. I think this is our last read, but we'll be hopping off. Have a great week. We'll see you soon. And we'll get you there.
Ooh, snow boots.
But really think about Furry Rage, where you're doing exactly what you want to do, and where you might not be doing exactly what you want to do, and make sure you look at maybe adjusting some of those things so that you can do it. But Four of Swords is all about boundaries and resetting the edges and making sure things serve you. Just the other day, I went through and we cleaned up a lot of stuff, and I cleaned out my calendar. I got rid of a lot of stuff and just made it to where things are what I want. Even though there's some things I'd rather not do in there, but I did reorganize it to a way that actually works. Oop, whoa. All right, we've got the ladder and we've got the boat. So this boat shows up a lot. The boat, again, recognizing that we're in control of that emotion, we can move things along, we should. Whatever is going on, whatever this thing is that we're making these boundaries for, might involve leaving something behind that you don't want to leave behind. Maybe the snow is something you don't want to leave behind. Maybe you do, especially if it's in your boot. Whatever it is, when you make those boundaries, that boundary is going to allow you to sail into a new water and do things a little bit differently and be helpful.
Interesting.
Boats and portals. And then the ladder. The ladder has been really super common too. Which I'll be honest, if I had a bigger space, it probably wouldn't be as many repeats. Because you have a bigger throw space. And normally when you read the charms, you read them all together at the same time. We just
in
don't have
relation
time.
to their distance to the issue.
But the ladder,
Sanctuary.
interestingly, the ladder actually mimics something in the actual image here, which is in the back here. I don't know if you can see that right there. It looks like a little ladder. But the ladder to me, again, is a representation of I need to get there, but I need some tool or something to help me get there, whether it's physical, mental, spiritual. So think of something that you put up your boundaries somewhere you want to be, and then you have to find a way or a tool or allow somebody to help you get there instead of just saying, I got it and letting it go.
Okay, interesting. So I pulled two because I wanted some clarification on this first card, which is Justice. So I feel like to move on to this thing, it's something that has to be resolved. What that is or what area, I don't know, but with the clarifying card, which is the Fool, something's gotta be resolved. A question, an issue, a right or a wrong, so that this next step journey can take place. I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope so.
Makes sense to me.
So there you have it. Santa.
Hail Santa.
Hail Santa.
So this has been fun.
How have we been doing this 2 hours? This is crazy. This is so much fun. Thank you guys for hanging in there for 2 hours, by the way. Sorry, is Satan and Coffee today?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what time, but it should be up next here soon. It might be now.
Be on the lookout for Adios Dade and Satan and Coffee.
Yep, and be on the lookout for every second Tuesday book challenge and book discussion. Every fourth Tuesday Mending Guild. We're going to be doing ICMH, the International Church of Metaphysical Humanism. Every Wednesday, they do a really short 30-minute podcast that we log into, and you can chat and type with them, kind of like this. It's very fun, audio only. We do that every Wednesday, and then we are going to get working on some video editing that we have to prepare for you on the Kabbalion.
Yes, and I'll be working on the Benevolent Horrors.
And we're going to work on the Benevolent Horrors. And we may be working on getting Satero Day and some other similar things back up, which we haven't done in a few years.
I'm going to learn so that it's smooth in operations, and I carry my weight. I'm going to learn to do some editing so that he can do the Satero Day again, because it is a lot of work to get up. He has to get up like at 5 in the morning and film it, and the editing takes 2 to 3 hours, if I'm right. So if I can learn and help him,
that's why I stopped. It's too much.
You know, then he can get back to going, because that was a lot of fun, and I want to try to be more participative and do my part to help him.
We're gonna try to build up our TikTok focus, our TikTok presence. We have a 2 Pondering Pagans Facebook that we're trying to engage a little bit more. There's bees in that freaking thing again. Look at that. We're gonna have to get that taken care of. You see all the bees?
Oh, but not bees in the trap. They're out of the trap.
They're out of the trap. Well, they have a beehive up in that thing that they're supposed to clean out.
Is there some spray I should get? Or
no, we're not messing with the bees. They're staying until they can be removed properly.
Oh, do we just call somebody?
When we're ready to fix the
I can hear
soffit.
The bees buzzing through.
I'm not messing with them until not, because that's. I don't want to hurt any bees right now. The way that you rarely see them, we get probably about 100 bees out front. We have a beehive in our soffit because they came out in the hurricane, and the guy who came to fix it said there was nothing wrong with it, and it's literally missing. And then our palm trees, when they flower, they get covered in bees. So I like bees.
Yeah, but you can't let them get to you.
I'm allergic to bees.
I'm allergic to bees. You're the bee's knees.
I still want to make a flower thing out there that we've never done, like a Florida wildflower bee strip. Yeah. Just a stone strip of tilled earth where we can plant whatever we want.
Oh, nice.
And we should finish this one day soon.
Finish
All
what?
right. The thing we never finished.
Oh, the
garden
bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we should.
Alrighty. Well, it was great chatting. This has been the most fun I've had in a long time. I really enjoy it. We hope you guys did too. Again, if there's anything you think you would want us to do or see or make a video on, we got together and we're going to come back out with some of we used to do a animal series where we would talk about this animal as a spirit, a power, and a totem animal, and what that means. We did spider, we did otter.
I think they're telling us we should do bees next.
Bees would be a great one. We can do that. So we've got that coming up. We got a lot of things coming. We just got to keep working on them, and we're actually producing stuff now, so we'll have it ready.
Thank you so much for hanging out for 2 hours with us on your Sunday.
I hope you have a wonderful day
and week, and keep fucking going.
KFG.
Like, who was that did Moira Rose say, "Don't let the bastards get you down"?
Yes.
Didn't she say that?
They not know not what they do.
And then Erica Kirk, they not know what they not know
they not do. Know what they not they do.
And fuck ICE and fuck Trump.
Fuck ICE and fuck Trump. ICE should be in our Kava and Kratom, not our streets.
And enjoy the Super Bowl and be safe if you're out partying. Don't drink and drive.
Bad Bunny.